Call the meeting to order. Vergne Planning Commission, February 22nd, 2011. We apologize for starting a little bit late. We're going to determine, with a proper quorum being determined, we have two sets of minutes we need to have approved. First, January 25th, public hearing.
Chair, I make a motion to accept the minutes as submitted for the public hearing.
Have a motion to accept the minutes.
Second.
Have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Second, January 25th, regular meeting.
Chair, I make a motion to accept the minutes for the meeting as submitted.
Have a motion to accept the minutes. Do I have a second?
Mr. Chairman, we neglected to put Ms. Hayes on the members present.
I think she came in late.
With that change, I'll accept the change. I'll make a motion to accept adding member to the minutes.
Motion's been made for acceptance of minutes with proper amendment.
Second.
Motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. First, we'll go to old business. First of all, let's check with staff. Are we going to just run it by the numbers?
Yes, sir.
Okay. First, we'll go with the old minutes. We have a final plat, Lake Woods Phase 7, 2 lots, 8.36 acres. Property located at the intersection of Stone Rivers Road and Highlanddale Road, tax map 6, parcel 16 and 23.01, R2 zoning district, property owned by Adnan Shribnan and Tile Shribnan. Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This item has been deferred by the engineer. Had some things they're trying to get worked out, and it's cost them some time, and they just requested that be deferred again this month.
Okay, request for deferral. Number 2, recommendation for the Board of Mayor and Aldermen, acceptance of Woodsong subdivision Phase 1, 2, and 3.
Mr. Chairman, the developer still likes a few items on the punch list and a few other items, so if we could defer this one.
We have a deferral. Number 3, we have a final plat, combination of lots 1 and 5, Leroy Wolford subdivision, 6.77 acres, property located at 475 Old National Highway, tax map 181, Group B, parcel 33-10, C2 zoning district, property owned by Stan Glasgow.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have a representative of the applicant here to speak on this item and the next item as well.
Thank you. My name is Enoch Jarrell with Huddleston Steel Engineering. We had submitted some variance requests to the Board of Zoning Appeals prior to this meeting, and we ended up withdrawing that request. So we'd like to request to withdraw items 3 and 4 from the Planning Commission tonight because we didn't get the variance situation worked out that would make this site plan workable. So I'd like to withdraw. Thank you.
All righty. As a technical matter, Bruce, do we need to read 4 into the minutes?
Probably would be best. Yes.
All righty. We have a withdrawal for item number 3, the final plat. Item number 4, site plan, Glasgow meeting room, property located at 475 Old Nashville Highway, tax map 181, Group B, parcel 33-10, C2 zoning district, property owned by Stan Glasgow. We have a representative here that has also asked for a withdrawal of that submittal. Number 5, we have a final plat, G and CB Enterprise, 2 plats, property located at 287 Stans Hill Road, tax map 141, Group C, parcel 1.00, C2 zoning district, property owned by G and CB Enterprises. Staff.
Thank you, sir. This is the item that we've had before us the last couple meetings, I think, and it was actually denied in 2009. actually early 2010, I'm sorry. He resubmitted the plans and has not resubmitted again, and there's still several technical items remaining on both of the submittals. What we've, I had talked to the engineer last week and then actually talked to Mr. Blanton, the applicant, this morning, and he said that he was going to have a letter dropped off requesting the deferral again next month because he had items on the plat that he was still trying to work out. However, we never got a letter from him today requesting the deferral. So normally I know we require that the items be, have something in writing from the applicant requesting that.
Mr. Chairman, we've had this on our agenda for several months now. With the applicant not been here, knowing the meeting's here, we're here for him, they're not here. I'm going to make a motion to deny the motion for the technical items 1 through 18 as notated by the city staff.
Okay, I have a motion to deny citing items 1 through 18. Do I hear a second? Second. Motion's been second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Let's move on to new business. Recommendation to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen, annexation requested from Mid-South Logistics, portion of property located at 350. I'm sorry. You're correct. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit ahead of myself. Site plan, Laverne Storage Center, 12,000 square feet, property located at 287 Sands Hill Road, tax map 141, Group C, parcel 1-00, C2 zoning district, property owned by G and C&B Enterprise.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. This is the same applicant, the same situation as item number 5. Requested the deferral for this as well and have not received that.
Now, Mr. Chairman, the same as the previous item, I make a motion to deny due to the 1 through 21 technical items supplied by the city staff.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion made and properly second for denial. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, now to new business. Recommendation to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen, annexation requested from Mid-South Logistics, portion of property located at 354 Cheney Road, tax map 28, parcel 62-02, consisting of 2.327 acres, currently zone R4, Smyrna zoning, property owned by Rutherford County Board of Education. Staff?
Yes, sir. This is an application that's been made for an annexation of 2.3 acres that's currently in Smyrna. The applicant has made an application to Smyrna for de-annexation, which I believe is passed on first reading. And this is, the applicant's looking to try to expand existing facility out there for, I think the parking for that is what they're looking at doing. And in doing so, they do need the extra area to expand, and they requested this be annexed into the city of Laverne. Recent changes within TCA has allowed annexations of this magnitude, small annexations such as this to be done a lot easier than done in the past. And we've got these next 3 items that all pertain to this annexation. So this is the area here, and this is Industrial Boulevard, I-24, New Sanford Road. I believe this is the Mid-South Logistics property here, and this is the Rutherford County Schools property here. I believe it's Cedar Grove Elementary that's located on that property. They're wanting to annex this section right here, and this is fairly new for us.
And I believe, if it's not come back once before, but we didn't really know, Smyrna approached us. They came before the planning commission. I know they came before the mayor, not before the mayor and alderman. It was Smyrna. They didn't really tell us why. They didn't tell us why. It's kind of like they were saying, here, take this, and we're like, of course, us being who we are and Smyrna being who they are, we're like, why are you trying to give it to us? I mean, although we both were sitting there, we didn't really have any answers. Come to find out that Smyrna, I think, kind of jumped the gun. We do have a really good business that we're very honored to have here in Laverne that is looking to do this. Matter of fact, the applicants are here tonight. So they're definitely someone that we definitely want in our community and very pleased to have here. But like I said, this is how it kind of got turned. Smyrna jumped the gun on it, but never really told us why they were trying to give us this piece of property. And really, nobody asked any questions, and come to find out they had jumped the gun on it. Like I said, the applicants are here tonight, and I think this is a real good decision for the city in the long run.
Yes, ma'am. I think, you know, when we got the initial information from the engineer, I don't think he had all the information available to us to let us know. This is something that they're thinking that may create some jobs, so be a good thing.
With that, Mr. Chairman, being diplomatic here, let's take these one at a time. I'll make a favourable recommendation to Mayor and Alderman for the annexation request for Mid-South Logistics.
Okay, just, if I may, Graham, since we're going to, this is all going to be under one, you said 7, 8, and 9?
No, I think we need to take them separately, just for technicalities. Let's take them separately. So I'll make a motion for the item number 7, recommendation Mayor Alderman, the annexation request for Mid-South Logistics, located at 354 Chenier Road. Then we'll do the follow ones from there.
Okay, I have a motion for a favorable recommendation. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Moving on, Mr. Chairman, I make a favourable recommendation to Mayor and Alderman for the zoning assignment annexation request for the property located at 354 Chenier Road.
Okay, I have a favorable recommendation for zoning assignment annexation request. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item number 9, Mr. Chairman, I'll make a favourable recommendation to Mayor Alderman for a plan of service annexation for the property located at 354 Chenier Road.
Okay, I have a favorable recommendation for plans of service annexation. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. All right. Next, we have a motion to grant a one-year preliminary plat extension for Walden Road Business Park.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. This item was discussed at the workshop. This is a request that's been made the past few years. I think they've been having some issues with the economy, and the applicant was actually here at the workshop, and I spoke with him today, and he'd sent his apologies, saying that he really wanted to be here tonight to represent the application, but he did have a conflict. But it is not something that's like a normal application that needs to be represented, since he did discuss most of the items at the workshop.
And Mr. Chairman, I'll make a recommendation to grant a one-year preliminary plat extension for Walden Business Park.
Okay, I have a recommendation to grant a one-year extension. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. We have a recommendation to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen, amend Article 2, Section 2.020, and Article 5, Section 5.052, 5.053, and 5.054 of the zoning ordinance regarding permitted use and special exceptions.
Yes, sir. This is the item that we'd also discussed at the last few workshops, just to try to look at our zoning ordinance and look at the land use, and we've had some correspondence with the Tennessee Fair Housing Council about some of the uses, and what we've been looking at. It's several changes and requires a lot of time and research, and I'm requesting that this be deferred to next month. Just we don't have the reports ready for you all at this time, but I think Evan has been in correspondence with Ms. Chambers from the Tennessee Fair Housing Council about deferring that as well.
Okay, we have a deferral. Next, we have a recommendation to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen, amendment Article 2, Section 2.020, Article 4, Section 4.070, Article 8, Section 8.08 of the Vergne zoning ordinance regarding signs.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, this is the sign ordinance revision that we've been working on for several months, and taking care of all the planning commission changes that we've talked about, and it should be ready to go to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen for consideration, and it's pretty considerable changes there, 39 pages worth.
Mr. Green, I know we discussed the workshop. Just a couple of quick questions. On the workshop, we discussed adding a building official description. That was added.
I believe I had added that. I think I remember adding that. I think we added the definition for building official as requested. Yes, sir, on page 3 of 39. We added the building official definition, which is essentially from building code that I spoke to Derek Beard about with the correct definition.
And Grant, I want to ask one question on page 21 of 39. I want to make sure we're clear, because we've had some questions here, and I think I just answered them, but I want to make sure that I'm correct. We've had some issues with the portable sign, okay? Within this new one, it looks to me like that we're going to be okay with the charitable ones. I'm noticing, I don't notice any of the verbiage. I mean, we're giving them very specific times, et cetera, et cetera. So I think we should be covered there, am I correct?
It is. This will make it a lot easier for temporary sign permits to be issued. And give the applicants 6 months to choose from within the year to display a temporary sign or streamers. And but it's essentially just one of the among the list of temporary signs in here that they could get a permit for.
But this should relieve, what we're discussing is the rescue squad there. With theirs, and I'm noticing that should be permissible right there.
Well,
The issue with that sign is it's an off-premise sign. That's not really it being a temporary sign is not really the issue with it. It's off-premise with it being on someone else's property.
Okay, here's my thing though, the portable and special event signs is where I'm at. And it doesn't say anything about off premises.
You've got the off-premise sign.
But but I'm just asking,
yes, ma'am.
because I'm trying to think outside the box here. But that could we not, because that is a portable sign, considering it's only up for like a week. Would that not fall under this? I could see if it was for their 60 days or 30 days, or then they have to come back and re-permit.
Oh,
These are just questions I'm asking.
Yes, ma'am, and I'd actually spoken, I think I'd left a voicemail with Mr. Dana Blair about that, and what I had offered up was that, the city could actually get a permit on his behalf to display that there at that property, because with it being city property, if it's someone else displaying on it, it's an off-premise sign, but if we're displaying it for them,
Because
it's
in essence,
okay.
they're part of our emergency, they're our
Right,
extrication.
It's similar to the sign we've had out front, and I think we do the 5K.
Yeah, but
We do different ones, so it would kind of fall on the same lines, and kind of like what Grant's saying, as long as Laverne owns, kind of is responsible for doing the permit, then it's on their property, and it's not really an off-premise sign at that point, because if we do something to, I guess, make that situation work, then off-premise sign, everybody will have off-premise signs
Right,
everywhere, so we don't want to do
exactly.
that, because that'll open up that door, but with kind of the way he's talked, I think Mr. Blair, I think it can be worked out.
No, I don't know how, if there's any kind of legal ramifications to that, and I haven't discussed that with Evan or Tommy or anybody at law firm, but that is something that, you know, that the city could, you know, display the sign on their behalf, and that would not be a problem at all, for us anyway.
Just, yeah, that, you know, that was just the, yeah. The only, like I said, we do the ordinances and we expect them to be followed. But,
This-
you know, at the same time, I understand,
Like in their, I don't know how many times they have, I know it's a breakfast usually that they, or,
what is it,
I'm not
like
s-
four
I think
months?
Every 6 weeks, I think it is, 6 weeks, 2 months.
I don't know if that's 6 times a year will get them or not. I'm not real sure on that,
Usually they
but
start Old Timers Day, and they usually have one Old Timers Day, which is September, October, seems like November. And then I'm not sure if they have one in December, but it's usually the cooler seasons. They don't have them after a certain time because, you know, it's hotter in the Bay Area. So it's like, it may be about 5 or 6 if you count it up, October, November, December, February, March. I think March is when they stop, if I'm not mistaken,
so it may-
I think. I'm, like I said, they may not even have one in December. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and I can check with Evan and Tommy and see what the, you know, if there's any kind of thing, you know, if we need to pass any resolutions at mayor alderman level to work with them on that, but I think it's something that we could definitely, provided that, you know, something like that's worked out, you know, I don't
Yeah,
think
we
there'd
want
be an
everything
issue.
done above board and by the board. So.
And they could probably adjust their schedule if they had to, like if they had one in November, one in December, they could do it the very first of November and the very end of November. That way they have 2 that's kind of far apart, but still be in the month of November, so they might be able to, you know, adjust schedule if they had 7 or 8 events or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Mr. Chairman, there's been a lot of work put into this, and I appreciate everyone's effort, and I'd like to pass a favourable recommendation to the Mayor and Alderman for the revision to the zoning ordinance regarding signs as submitted.
I have a favorable recommendation to be submitted for the Board of Mayor and Aldermen. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we have bonds. That is a credit update.
Mr. Chairman, all the bonds that we have are current. We have a few coming up in March, or at the very end of March. I have spoken with the bank on that. They're already processing those, and also the one in April, since it's Lake Forest, and also with Amnon, he's also processing that one already also.
Is there anything else from the board? We are adjourned.